Hello friends, welcome back to the new tutorial of the React, Node and Mongo. So today we are going to learn MERN CRUD app with the help of the Node.js and the MongoDB, and the technology we are using, that is React for front end. So those who haven't subscribed my channel yet, please to subscribe my channel, and if you like the video, please to like, share and comment on my video. So let's get started. So first of all, for this one, we have to create the REST APIs that is in the MongoDB. Then we are going to implement that REST APIs in the front end in the form of the React application. So let's see how we're going to do that. So let's get started. So here we have the Node project and the React project. So we have the both the projects. This is Node for the API, React for the front end. So first of all, we are going to check the node APIs. Okay, so we have the server.js, that is the main entry point of any of the node app. So what we have required, that is HTTP mongoose, that is the port that we have to define. Every project we have to define the port, right? This is a server connectivity, that is HTTP create server with app, and this is a connection of the Mongo with the database customers, and which on which port the server should listen, that is the port it's coming over here. And here you can just manage the condition whether the database is connected or not, on which port it is listening, so you can manipulate accordingly over here. Now we are going to go with the app part, right? So here we have the app, we are linking between it, that if here we are using the routes for the users, and there is a users list. So there is a REST APIs where we have created. So this is the REST API, this is the users. Okay, you can see that this is the get API, this is post API, right? New add a new user, this is delete user, and this is update user. Okay, so all these APIs are here. This is in the routes. Okay, so routes we have defined, and the controllers on the same note we have defined here, here only. Okay, so all the things are on the same page, that is all in the routes. Okay, and we have the schemas. Here we have created, basically the schema is the thing, that is the models, whatever we have username, phone and the website. Whenever we connect with the MongoDB or run this app, it will create the username, phone name, website and the company in your database. Okay, so it will, if I go and check the RoboMongo, okay, so the database connect. So here we have, you can see the customers is there. Customers, here we have customer, here we have collection, here we have users. You can see that. So currently users are, basically it's empty. If I go and just create a new user with the username test, phone number 12345678910, website google.com, and company test.com. Okay, so if I go and just save this user, you can see that ID, if I go and just refresh it to view this document, this is 63. Okay, so you can say 63 CB. Okay, and what records we have added, the username, phone, website and the company. You can see that just I have just added this here, username, phone, website and the company. Automatically it will create the model, and whatever data we want to manipulate, we can do that part, right? So the users.js, that is the file. So whenever you have a create a new table, you need to just add it over here, run the node app, and it will automatically create your tables into your current DB. Got it? Next, so here we have created the REST APIs, right? Users dot. So what we have required, that is express. Here we have used the schema, that is mongoose, body parser and the course. Okay, so these parts we have used. So course is basically for the, like you can say, so if some of the URL, like the front end URL is different and the back end URL is different, if you want to use that one, so we have to use that, so that there is no release, there is no, like you can say, whenever you can say URL don't going to be a mismatch. So we are allowing that URL, you can use whatever request coming from that URL, it should be bypassed with this URL. Okay, so that is the reason for the we are using the course part, right? So here we have what the data form we are going to use. We are using body parser. Okay, so here we have, first off we have get API. Okay, so whatever we want to get that one with the help of the data, so this is slash users. If you want to add the new user, this API will call, what it will take the parameters, whatever you are going to send the parameter, it will go and just save that user in the user table, in the users table, and if it is not, then it will log the error. This is the same the delete one, find by id, and the remove by default mongoose model, and update user. And the first part is the all the listing that we are going to fetch. Okay, so these are the apis we are going to use in the front end part. So this is the overall projection of the apis end. Okay, moving to the react part. So here we have the this is the react project. You can see here is the list, here is the view, here is the edit, and here is the delete, and here is the add. So CRUD operation add. So first of all we are going to add this part. So if I go and just check this in the console network, okay, so when I try to add this one, so this username is John, phone number 123456, and test.com, test.com. Okay, so here you can see that network save. So you can see that the post api new user is hit. You can see that users list new user, then we are hitting the users list api. So here you can see that when we have the users list also on the app.js, this is the users list users. Okay, so the api is users here. So all the data is coming from the this is this part, right? So this is the where it is app.js. So app.use slash user list, it will fetch you the all the users over here. So whatever it is going to return like slash one, right? Yes, so user listing is coming up here. So users list API is returning the all the response of the objects, right? And first one we have hitting the API, which one? This is post API. Then we have a headers, list, new user, request bodies, company, phone, username, and the website we have sending. The response part is response is not printing over here. Might, but response is, I think this is the same response, I guess. Okay, so this is the add. Okay, after that we have a view functionality where we are find by id. So you can see that. Okay, and then we have a edit. So whatever data I'm going to edit, it can be edited. Okay, you can just add with the save. You can see that which api is used, put. So here we are sending the edit, and it will return the updating part, right? So let's move to the, and if you want to delete, then you can use the delete option, and you can then see the delete is here. So users delete list, you need to send the id, and it will delete that row. Okay, so let's move to the react part. So this is the source, this is the components, add new user modal. Okay, so here we have defined the initial stage, that is id, username, phone, website, and the company. Okay, this is a handle change whenever we are just submitting anything. So it will set with the name and the value, right? Suppose we have a company, then company test.com, phone, that value, so name and the value, right? So this is the clear state. If you want to clear that state, this is a function. Then we have a render function where we have handle all the input fields. Okay, whenever we have a handle change, so it will set that state part. Okay, and then we have a add user props. So we have to check this is props, that is add user. So let's have a look of the add user prop, where we have all the functionality for calling the things. Okay, then we have app.js component list users. Okay, so you can see that we have a edit user, view user, add user. Okay, so here we have the use effect set users list. So this is the users list we are fetching. Then we have the edit user, then we have a add user. So you can see that this is the prop that we are passing. Okay, you can see that the not here, we are just go to the app.js. You can see that route path, users, route, and this is the user list component. So user list component is this component. We are we are passing all the data to that one. So whatever we have a users list, we can use any of that with the help of that this dot props dot whatever function we have here. So I'm just using the add one, add user. So this function will call, what will take the parameter, that is username, phone, website, and company. We are just making this one. And body json.stringify, the new user, full object, headers, mode, course. Okay, whatever the response we are, if it is status is 200, then set it in the user list, else you can log the error. Same part we have done with the rest of the things, APIs. Okay, so whether it is put, whether it is edited, whether it is view, it is view just basically use whatever data we have in the users, just filter by the ID whatever we have. Okay, and it will return and show that in that case. Okay, so this is the thing that we are calling the API. So here we go with this one. This is index.js where we have listing. No, this is index.js. Here we have in the listing part, right? So here, if you can see that by return customers list, you can see that customers list. Then we have render part, then we have a table where we have the data. If it is users map, then we have, if it is users length and the users map, we have user.name, phone name, website, and the company. Then we have a three buttons where we have on click user view, user id, other view user id, and then delete user id on the behalf of it. So all the functionality of the delete user, you can see it. This is the delete user we're calling the API. Okay, after the delete user, we have the view use user view, then we have this API. Okay, so all of the things that we have added and call the API on clicking on it, then we call the API add, we have posting the API. So this is how we have created this one MERN project. MERN, Mongo, React, and the Node. All these things we have blend into it. Okay, so I think if any doubt, any query that you are getting in, just let me know in the comment section. Okay, I think the concept is basically how to create a CRUD operation. So this is the listing. So you can see that we have the listing page, that is index.jsx, right? Then we have a edit user. This is a modal, right? Where we have edit means we are checking the previous prop of the user id, username, phone. If it is there, then we are using that one, else it will be empty, right? Then this is, you can see that all the data we are rendering over it. Okay, then edited user over it. So this three components mean add component where we are adding, and here we are hitting the API add user. Then edit component, then we have a view component where we are just opening the view part. Okay, so all the information that we are setting in, that is in the user state. Okay, so we are fetching what from there one, right? Index for the listing part. Okay, so you can see that all the listing of the data is coming over here, and this is the, you can see that there is a button that is called add new user, then we have a view, then we have edit user, right? So all of the data that we are passing from here. Okay, so any doubt, any query in that, just let me know in the comment section. Thank you so much for watching this video. Have a great day. If you have any query, just let me know in the comment section. I will just answer on that note. Okay, have a nice day.